Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So today is going to be part one of my Shetland Trust series. As you can see, we have little Eli in the background here. He's been with me a week now, but he's a bit shy. I'll be honest, since he's been here, he's not really been liking me near him or stroking him, horses neighing, or putting a head collar on him. But so I've done lots of research and watched a few videos on horsemanship on how to sort of get your horse to trust you, and I did a little session with him yesterday and I saw a huge improvement. So I thought, why not document me filming from now where he doesn't really like me for some reason, he's just really shy, to hopefully him being my best pal like Cyril is. So if you're having these same struggles and you've got a new horse and he's a bit scared and a bit shy of everything, then why not watch this video? As you can see, I've got my new little mic thing, so hopefully you can't always just hear the wind when I'm talking, because that's really annoying. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there with Eli, and you'll see he'll probably run away and not really want me near him. I've also got my treat bucket, and I thought that was important because every time I go in his field, I'm going to take him a little treat so he associates me as being a positive thing. So I'm going to go in there, give him a treat, and then I will show you what I've been working on yesterday and my theory that I've come up with, and we'll see if we make some improvement in the session. As you will see, this is what he normally does, is when I go over to him in the field, he runs off pretty much. And I'm trying to get him to want to follow me rather than feeling like I'm always trying to catch him. So I'm doing a lot of work of walking over to him, and then basically when he's got his two eyes on me and he's looking at me, I sort of do pressure and release and walk away. So in the end you want them to be following you, which I'll explain a bit more later. However, firstly, I just go in his field and I sit down and I just sort of get him used to me being in the field with him and just getting him used to my presence. And I also give him some treats and that, just so he knows that I'm a positive thing. When I first got him, he wouldn't have even come near me really. He pretty much kept his distance the whole time. So even just one session, he was then coming up to the camera and having a look and just checking things out, which he wouldn't have done. Eli is 3 and he's actually been in the same home pretty much all his life, so I think just the move and the change of scenery is what sort of made him a bit jumpy and spooky. He's actually done a lot of showing and that with his previous owner, so I do know he can be handled, but at the moment he's just sort of taking everything in and he's a bit unsure of his surroundings. This winter just being, he had been out in the field all winter and just literally out with his horses, no human interaction, so it's probably why he's got a bit unused to the human contact. As you can see here, he's actually taking treats out of my hand, which he would never ever have done. He would literally have been off for the first few days. So he's definitely getting used to me being around and learning that I'm not actually going to hurt him or anything like that. So basically, all the time Eli's looking at me, I take the pressure off and I walk away from him. All the time he's not looking at me and he's doing his own thing, I'm walking towards him, putting pressure on. The minute he turns his head and both of his eyes are on me is when I release the pressure. And in the end, you want them to be following you rather than you always following them. So at the minute, he's got a lot more brave and he lets me near him, but he still doesn't really let me touch him or stroke him, and he still will sometimes just shoot off. So I'm just doing a lot of work like this with him, where he just trying to get him to follow me, and I've got a few treats just to get him to want to come near me, so it's like a positive thing, me being around him. But yeah, so just pressure and release really, and until eventually he'll let me near him, happy as Larry. So at first when I went near him, he sort of shot off and I think he was kind of following Cyril, but then he turns round there, so I say, okay, I'm going to turn round as well and I'm going to take the pressure off you because you looked at me, you're intrigued as to what I'm up to, and you look like you was sort of going to come over. And as you can see here, he does come over. When he's not looking at me, I walk towards him until he turns his head round, and then I walk away once he's done that. And in the end, like there, he's getting a bit more intrigued as to what I'm doing, and he's sort of wanting to come up to me rather than me following him. And eventually, hopefully, he'll sort of be following me round rather than me always trying to get him. So here is me and my horse that I can actually touch. This is just to prove I'm not a complete useless horseman and that my horses do actually like me. Me and Eli will be like this soon, won't be Cyril? But you're just perfect and he wants a little itch. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next series of my Shetland Trust videos, and hopefully we'll see a lot of progression. And in that video, when I first got him, he literally would not come anywhere near me. So, alright, Cyril, trying to steal the limelight. So that is a huge thing. Even for him just to take a treat off of me is a big thing for him. And then he was coming over to me and he took the treats with me sitting down. So that was a really positive session.